Your ability to influence somebody and pull them toward you is going to help you to close more sales. Sounds very easy, I know, and very obvious, but not everybody can do it because they're not focused on it. They don't know how to focus on it. So I want to touch on this a little bit because influence is all about placing the other person's interest above and beyond your own, putting your client's interest first. Making sure that you're making it a win for your client and focusing on them is what starts to influence them towards you. When you start to dictate something, or there's a compliance, or there's a discount that must be met by a certain time, you're not influencing someone in the same way. So your ability to create authentic influence by focusing on their interests and making it a win for them authentically, where there's no connection from your standpoint to the result. You're not doing it to get the result for you, you're doing it to get a win for them, is what's going to start to influence them towards you. Great leaders, great communicators are all laser focused on how they can make it a win for the other person. That's why they capture the business they do. They pull people towards them. They don't push people towards them. It's very difficult to push someone towards you yourself. Try it. Doesn't work out. That's why you don't say that John, who's a great salesperson, he's got a lot of push, and that Julia, she got a lot of push too. No, you say they got a lot of pull because they're pulling people towards them. And the minute you can reinforce that what you're sharing is of interest and of value to the person you're sharing it with, and it is in their best interest to do it, they're going to start to pull themselves back to you, and they're going to start to be influenced by what you're saying. So this is where we start to get into more effective communication that start to help us close more sales. So it all comes down to the golden rule of business is that people do business with and refer business to people they know, they like, and they trust. So let's touch a little bit on that, because trust is a very important part of what influences someone to want to do business with us. So we want to dissect that a little bit and make you aware of how to communicate it. So know, like, and trust. Know, if they don't know you, they can't do business with you. Duh. What about like? Likability is a key element, so therefore, how do you communicate likability? You can't just say, hey, look at me, I'm very likable. It doesn't work that way. Perhaps it does for some people, but very few people. I've never seen it work for anybody. So if you download the PDF right now on the 10 questions that help to give you the ability to communicate likability by giving a question to a client and making them the star of the show, just by simply asking a question like, how do you get started in this business? What are the innovation elements that are starting to occur in your business down the road? What do you see happening coming down the road? Giving them the ability to talk a little bit about their world, making them the star of the show, is going to start to influence them towards you, because you're communicating likability. You're asking questions about them, you're not sharing stuff about yourself. So download the 10 questions and practice them, role play them, make them your own. You don't ask all 10 questions, but you interact with some of the questions to be able to have a good interaction with the person you're talking to and communicate likability.